Hey, sorry I'm a minute late. All right, this is Game Out.
GameOut.
Wow, that is loud. I gotta put it out. Okay. I think this is episode 7 of Game Out.
Maybe.
I think so. Well, anyways, so this month, I decided to pick a game that was Easter slash spring themed, more spring because I'm more springy. Anyways, so I picked Killer Bunnies. Is it backwards? I guess it
No.
is, huh? No?
Well, might be on your screen, but it says Killer Bunnies on my screen.
Okay, well then awesome. Killer Bunnies. And there's a bunch of different versions of Killer Bunnies. There's one Killer Bunnies in the Quest for the Magic Carrot, even though this one says it is also, but apparently there's a like 2.0 version, and this is the 1.0 version. I don't really know the difference, but I bought this like a couple years ago, and so I wanted to review it, and I feel like it's really appropriate considering today's Easter. Happy Easter.
Happy
Bunny
Easter.
Day. Happy Bunny Day. Happy Bunnies Hiding Eggs Day, whatever. And this one comes with a bonus yellow deck. There are many other decks like chocolate and other things. I don't have those, and I haven't played with those, but we just played with the basic and the yellow. So if anyone out there played with other decks, awesome. But we just played with these. Anyways, so I am Sonia, and this is Robert, and we are having
I
some
am Robert.
wine. We're having some wine.
Drinking wine. Clink, clink.
Clink, clink, clink,
Clink.
clink. G plus clink. Cool, awesome.
Easter time.
It is Easter, the time of feasting, and you know, pretty much we
Runny
just ate a
noses.
giant dinner, so it's good.
What did you
Anyways,
eat, Sonia?
I ate ham. Not as much ham as much as the sides. There was salad and sweet potatoes with pecans over the top, which is my favorite. Oh, so the
Mm.
best. And then scallop potatoes, lots of potatoes. What else? What else was there? Cornbread and Hawaiian rolls and banana bread. It was just a lot of sugar and some other wine, some white wine, Riesling. What else did I eat? I don't know. Just lots of candy, unfortunately, which I try not to do, but it happened, and I can't stop eating it. Especially jelly beans. They're evil. They're evil things.
Holidays are kind of an excuse day.
Yeah. No. So what did you eat, Robert?
I basically had the classic Thanksgiving dinner with
Okay.
turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry, mm, corn,
Mm.
rolls, various bread rolls, a salad,
Mm.
um, gravy, lots
Gravy.
of gravy, and sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
But mine were just kind of chopped into little cubes and served.
Without like all the candiedness on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
There was,
I oh sorry, go ahead.
no, I would say that they added something to it, maybe a little bit of butter or something, but otherwise it was just pretty straightforward.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of people have the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top, but I really like it with the pecans better.
Yeah.
Like I think that the I don't know. I think the marshmallows too much sugar.
The
And then
texture of the pecan's nice, and also she adds
brown
um,
sugar.
brown sugar to it as
Yeah.
well, so that
Hmm.
that does give it some sweetness, but also a little
Hmm.
more flavor.
Hmm. Cool. Well, Tony is trying to join us, but he is having internet troubles, so I don't know if he's going to be able to. So we'll see. I could try. Let me try to send him one more invite just to see if he is able to. And then we will just start, I guess. Let's see. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, so Robert, what is your first impression of Killer Bunnies?
My very, very first impression
Like, what
was
did you, or how about what did you think it was going to be before you played it?
my very, very first impression was
Mm-hmm.
this game is going to be awesome.
Mm.
The premise is basically, collect carrots, kill each other's bunnies, complete pandemonium. It sounded like a lot of fun. Good clean party game. Then I played it, and it wasn't so good.
Mm.
And actually, I started to get the feeling it wasn't going to be so good when I started reading the rule book, and at the end of the rule book, it told me to then begin reading the second rule book, which why they had to separate the information into two books. I initially thought, oh well, maybe it's like basic and advanced rules, and you don't have to read both.
1 and 2.
But
Yeah.
I got it right.
Oh yeah.
Read me second.
And
Turns
this
out
one
you have
is read me first.
Yes. Turns out you have to read both books in order to play the game. Why they made it 2 books, I don't know. I don't know if it was a manufacturing thing or what it was. There's a million things wrong with this game. I could ramble continuously about it.
Well, let me say what I felt about it first, and then we can rant and rant. Or rant in parts per questions, just because then it's just us going blah 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 whatever. Okay, so my first I want to go back to when I first heard about the game. I don't remember. I think it was an article or a friend was talking about it. I don't exactly remember where I heard about the game. It might have been an article online somewhere. And it sounded really cool, and there were no negative reviews or anything on it, so I figured, a lot of people like it. There's people that really like it and people that really don't like it. I don't think there's any really in between. But I just like the idea of going around killing your friends' bunnies, and because, I like cute things and I like morbid things, so I figure that's perfect for me. And so we went to San Diego a couple years ago, and we found a game shop, and it was just sitting there.
No, not San Diego, Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara? Oh, sorry, Santa Barbara. Wrong place. Santa Barbara a couple years ago, and I saw it in the game store. I don't remember what game store it was. But I was like, I'm going to buy this now because it's staring at me in the face, and I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I really want it because I've heard good things about it, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So
I supported the idea because I heard good things and was like, yeah, we should totally get this.
Mm-hmm. The most bummer part for me, though, was this was really the first card game I've ever bought myself. Because, growing up, my brother had, card games and stuff. My parents had card games, and you have games, and other friends had games. But I never actually bought one myself. And we just started getting into tabletop stuff, I feel like. I kind of always was because I grew up with games and stuff like that, but I wasn't really into it until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was going to be fun, and then we played it the first time, and, just opening it in the car and looking at the books and reading the rules, I'm like, what the heck? And then I thought, okay, I'm not going to think about it right now. I'm just going to go home and we're going to play it and judge it for ourselves. And yeah, it was not as fun as I hoped it would be. And we played again and a couple times, and it still kind of had the same, I really want this to be better. And I don't know if adding the expansions would make it better or if it's just more cards. I don't really know. I know you get to shoot each other's friends' bunnies out into space and stuff, which sounds awesome, but is it more fun? Because of the way the basic gameplay is I don't feel like it will be more fun because of that. It's just...
No. If the core gameplay isn't solid itself, or at least, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be super fun, but even if the core gameplay is solid and it makes sense and it's consistent and interesting enough, then that's a good thing. But honestly, there's so many things about this game that are just convoluted, frustrating, and the premise is great, but the execution is just horrible. I mean, it's actually a joke when we have it out. When people come over, they'll be like, "Oh, what's Killer Bunnies?" And we're always like, "Oh man, it's my favorite game, best game I've ever played."
So mean.
And honestly, like, I troll these people as much as I can until they're like, "Oh, well, we got to play it," and then I tell them, "No, it's terrible. Please."
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of Killer Bunnies.
I don't know, but I can't. I know, it's so bad.
No, hold on.
I know we have a zillion games, I know.
The shelf is getting very full of games, so I think it's time to start trimming the fat.
That's true.
The bunny fat. And
Yeah,
I think
maybe
Killer Bunnies.
The one to not toss.
One of the first to go.
Okay, whatever.
Well, we can give it to someone, It's possible, like...
Maybe somebody really does legitimately like it, though. I mean...
That or someone who has
maybe
kids that don't know better.
Yeah, well, maybe they could overlook, some of the not-so-great parts. Well, let's try to talk about maybe some redeeming qualities of the game, maybe. I don't know, like... Okay, well, what did you think of...
There is one redeeming quality. They have a system in the game where you can actually distribute some of the carrots to everyone to speed up the game. And that's really nice because then you don't have to play it for so long. That's
true. Well, it's funny because like the way that they set this up and the way that... Okay, we have to talk about it because it's like, I don't know. There's a bunch of like, I guess... white elephants in the room, what do you want to say? But the Kabbalah versus the bunny money is so funny to me. And that was the first part when I read it, the first time we got it, that I was like, why? Why do they keep switching back and forth? Why didn't they just call it bunny money or keep to one? And what is Kabbalah? Why did they pick it? I don't get it.
And to clarify what that is, there's basically a type of card in the game that is currency. It's money.
It looks like that.
There it is.
Kabbalah.
And the first time they introduce it in the rulebook, they call it Kabbalah dollars. And, I mean, initially I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but whatever. That's whatever they want to call it. And then, like, a sentence or two later, they refer to it again, Kabbalah dollar, and then they also state that they like to call it bunny money. And I'm like, well, that's a more appropriate name. That also just rolls off the tongue better. That's just a better name at all, in general. And I start thinking, why didn't they just call it bunny money? And then, of course, through the entire rule book, it jumps back and forth between calling it Kabbalah dollars and bunny money. And that's just confusing and poor design, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad just ranting about this game, but well, I mean, since I've gotten it, though, I've wanted to talk about this game.
Yeah, but I've tried to. Like, here's the thing, right? I also heard a review for the game by Tom Vassell, who reviews board games, and he's a well-known board game reviewer, and he's a fairly big name as far as I'm concerned in the board game community. And he did a review on it and gave it really high marks. And he made a couple of negative comments, about just some of the things, but it was so gentle. And I agree with most of the stuff he says, and yet the fact that he likes Killer Bunnies just blows my mind. And I think that's part of the reason why I supported the idea of getting it was, because, well, he said it was good, so, there's probably a good chance it's good, because he hasn't failed me yet.
Right.
But it was just, oh, and the other thing is I thought maybe, it's it's bunnies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's meant to be more of a family game, and family games can be much lighter and sometimes a little boring. Um, and I just thought, like, okay, let me try and look at it from the perspective of a family game, and it's too complicated to be a family game.
Right.
It's not simple enough to be a family game, and it's not good enough to be you know a more hardcore or even casual game. There's just so many things about it that are just so loopy,
Mm-hmm.
and the art is it's pretty terrible. I mean, it's
Here's the
I mean
gleeful bunny.
the pictures are okay, but the iconography and like the design of the actual card layouts, there's just a lot of
Yeah,
very
there's some more.
bad colors and font choices and grading.
Yeah,
And it just looks really cheap, and yet
and the
it's got like,
cards are very busy too. It seems like
yeah,
there's just a
exactly,
lot going on
and it's got like
on them.
let me see, what, 10 different sets.
Yeah, I don't
And you
even know
could
what those look like even. I wonder if they changed. I wonder what the 2.0 looks like. If it's like the different art and if it's a difference in gameplay. I don't think it
I
is.
think the 2.0 literally is just like a re-release of all
Mm,
the content in one box. I mean, there
okay.
could be some changes, but when I looked at it last, I mean, I can actually see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
curious about that because I was wondering. Well, I'm not going to buy it again. You know, if it has the same gameplay, I'm not going to buy it again. Um,
um, but
while you're looking that up, I feel like the reason why myself and maybe Tom Vassell and some other people might want to really like or want to like the game, even if it has negative aspects to it, is because the initial concept sounds like so much fun, and you like want it to be fun, you want it
yeah,
to work, and yeah, I feel like maybe that's part of it. I know it's for me at least.
there's so many expansions and so many releases. There's even, let's see, Killer Bunnies.
Is your door open?
Yeah, I'll close that.
Okay.
There's all those colors that I showed you on the back of this,
Yeah.
for the expansions, but there's also Killer Bunnies and the Journey to Jupiter, and
Okay.
Killer Bunnies in the Ultimate Odyssey.
Mm.
Uh, there's just Killer Bunnies and the Laser Red Booster Deck. There's just so many things, which leads you to believe
I
that,
wonder if that laser red booster deck has to do something with the
that
villain type characters.
has something to do with Jupiter, I guess, but I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just so weird.
Anyway, well, let's talk about just the gameplay, like the run stacks and all that.
Mhm.
I guess I should probably explain it a little bit if nobody has played it before. Basically, what is it? You put a card down, and then you put the second card down that you want to play after the fact. You play the first card, and then you can't play the second card until your turn comes around again.
Yeah.
And you keep on refilling your stack. And certain cards can only be played if you have a bunny. And that was one thing that we ran into that was a problem.
Yes, massive
Because
problem.
if your bunny gets killed, then you can't play like any cards. You just have to keep on discarding, and you can't play anything. Which makes sense if you're trying to win against someone else, trying to keep them from getting carrots and all that. But it kind of kills the fun factor a little bit, because sometimes it can be too much time spent not being able to do anything.
Yeah,
And that's not good.
it's not a huge problem. I mean, it makes sense that some cards can only be played with a bunny in play. There are other games that function that way.
Right.
But what really makes it hard is that run stack, because every card you play doesn't actually take effect till like a turn or two later.
Right.
Which means that if you have a bunny in play and then you play a card or two that requires a bunny, and that bunny dies before your next turn, you're basically spending 2 turns discarding cards. And, it's just a complete waste of time. And honestly, I mean, I cannot think of a reason why you couldn't just play the game in real time without that stack. You play a card and it takes effect. I really can't see a reason, even while playing it. There didn't seem to be any real reason why that had to be.
Right.
I don't know. It just sounded like they were trying to be more creative than they really are.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely had an issue with that. It just, I don't know how would you improve that aspect of the game, do you think?
Well, like I said, I'd just remove the whole run
Run
stack
stack.
mechanic and just make it that when you play, I mean, because you're limited by how many cards you can play every turn anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just simply, I would remove the run stack. When it's your turn, you play only as many cards as you're allowed to ever on your turn, and types of cards. All those rules would remain the same, but when you play them, they immediately take effect.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you have a bunny out, then you can play the cards that require a bunny. If you don't have a bunny, then you can utilize that turn to play a bunny. And the following turn, you'll be able to play other cards, assuming it's still alive.
Right.
That's ultimately how I'd fix it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. We can go back to the art a little bit. Yeah, I like where they were kind of going, like with the bunnies, with like the sinister bunny and the gleeful bunny and all that. The different kinds of bunnies and their weird little faces and stuff. Those cards I don't mind so much. I think it's the cards that, like the special cards, that start to add, extra things on there, or like the run cards, like this one. When it starts to get a little more busy, I feel like it kind of lacks,
A clean polish.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
It feels a little bit hasty, like kind of thrown together a little bit.
Yeah, well, like the pictures on the cards, they're juvenile, but that's kind of fun. It's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'd be okay with that.
Right.
The style that they're going for is all right. It's
Mm-hmm.
not this really nice high polished stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's consistent. I think where it really lacks is in basically the borders of the card are these just very straight, bold lines.
Yeah.
You've got all these extra little squares and colors and designs that are distracting. Like I guess to what you're saying, they're very busy.
Right. And what I find kind of weird too is like on some cards, I know that these little squares, they're significant to like the die that you're supposed to roll, but some cards don't require it.
Yeah.
And then there's cards that the picture is so big, like this Kabbalah market. The picture is so big that it blocks out these, like they're completely useless.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with trying to be consistent, but to the point when you're just like slapping the whole thing and just replicating it, and I feel like it's a waste of space.
Yeah, and even on that card, you might not be able to tell very well, but on that one card, if you could hold it back up, Sonia.
This one, the Kabbalah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the color design too. It's got this rainbow, yellow, pink, purple, blue. I mean, it's all gradients, and it just looks really bad.
Right.
I mean, it's like something I would have made in high school with Flash or Paint.
Mm-hmm.
Like a really old vector program or something. It's just bad. and I can't wait to tell you what I really think about the game.
Oh. Well, anyways, so let's see. So we talked about gameplay. We talked about art. I like the carrot art. Actually,
Yeah,
I think it's funny. Yeah, let me find the carrot cards. Where are those?
But those are simple, like they get to the point, there's not a lot of action.
I did really like these. I really did like these. The only thing I don't understand, again, I don't get why these are special. They don't need to have this. I mean, there's no significance to it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're just reusing the frame.
I think that of all the cards, these are my favorite. Yeah. I like the carrots.
Well, they're fun. Carrots. They're fun. Each one's well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to the point, and you know exactly what the card is. A lot of the other cards are just hard to read.
Yeah. They have a lot of other funny ones too, like in the boosters that I see on the back here. It looks like there's like a Spock carrot, and there's like a heavy metal carrot. And it's like I guess he's like a gladiator carrot or something. So I really do like the carrot design. I wish it had maybe more significance in the game besides just collecting them.
Yeah.
They're not any particular carrot that's special at the end. Now the end game that's interesting is that I understand, like, okay, so you want to collect as many carrot cards as you can get, and your odds, if you collect the most, you're probably going to win. But there is the case. I'm like terrible right now for grammar. Anyways, there is the case that you could like pull a card at the end because you're supposed to pull the little tiny carrot cards to see who wins, and somebody could have like 5 cards. And then someone could have 1 card, and the person with the 1 card could win just because that's the card that was picked.
Yeah.
And so that I don't know about that. I mean, I guess that's fine, luck of the draw, but then it kind of feels like the whole process of the whole game is like moot. If that's it. You did all this stuff, you killed all your friends' bunnies, and they had like 1 bunny left so they could actually participate at the end, but you went to all this trouble, and then they get the 1 and they win.
And also,
you
can't win when the game ends. You can't win if you don't have a bunny.
Right.
And if you don't have a bunny, you have to give all your carrots to someone else.
Yeah.
And so...
And isn't it the person who has the most, too, gets them? Isn't that how it works? At the end?
No, I think it's the person with the least.
The least?
Yeah, but, I mean, in any case, it's like, all of a sudden the game ends, you just lost a bunny.
And then, no, it's the most Kabbalah saved.
Oh, well...
Yeah, whoever gets the most money. Which I don't really understand that either. I mean, like, you spend your money to get things, to make, to hopefully get more carrots and stuff, and then if you hoard all your money, you could get somebody carrots at the end because you killed their bunny 1 time. That's not fair. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be like a cutthroat, stab him in the back, and that part is definitely there.
And that's the thing. If that were really the case, like we said earlier, if the premise really was bunnies combating each other and they had some really solid gameplay, it could be a lot of fun, because it's kind of this, almost Conquer's Bad Fur Day type thing where all these cute forest animals are killing each other. I mean, it's, it's entertaining and it's an interesting theme and, it's just fun, And it's, that's probably the biggest disappointment is that it seems like it's got such a great premise, but it just falls flat.
Yeah. Yep.
This wine is putting me to sleep.
Oh. Anyways, God, I feel like this is such a bummer. I don't know.
Well, not every discussion has to be about a good game.
That's true. I mean, I've had this game for a long time too, and I did want to talk about it regardless of if it was a good feeling or a bad feeling. Huh?
It is a good game. FTL.
Yes, FTL is a wonderful game. And we have covered it, and I'm very happy we did. and it's awesome.
And it won awards at the Independent Game Festival.
Yes.
And it's totally awesome. They deserved it. I was very pleased to see them win for many reasons, because they came from 2K Games, were miserable, decided to do it themselves, and that's partially my story.
Yes. We have a similar story. Clinky clinky to FTL, and congrats for your awards and your awesome game and your fan base, and that you are indie gamers who just wanted to, well, indie game developers who just wanted to create a product on your own and do it yourself, and cheers to you. It's pretty awesome.
Cheers indeed.
Yes. So that is a positive, which is great, and I'm going to keep on putting up articles and things that I find from them, because I think it's so cool. And I'm still playing the game. I'm still enjoying it a lot. I'm still not very good at it, but I don't think that's the point. So,
as long as you're having fun, that's the bottom line.
That is the bottom line. So
I did not have fun playing Killer Bunnies.
No, I didn't. I have more fun kind of like teasing people, getting them into playing Killer Bunnies. It's definitely a great trolling, thing.
I was just gonna say, after playing Killer Bunnies, I thought it was possible that whoever made Killer Bunnies intentionally made it that bad just to troll people.
Right.
I know now that's not the case, but it got me thinking how fun that might be to try and come up with some kind of table game, board game, card game, whatever, where the sole purpose of the game was like to just troll the crap out of the people playing it.
Right.
Like obviously they'd have to know that the game is like this,
right.
But because the first time they'd play it, they'd just be like, "Oh, this is terrible," and throw it. It'd have to be one of those kind of things, one of those challenges where people are like, "Let's play this game." "Oh no, man, I can't do it." "No, we gotta do it. Let's see how long we can go," or just something where it's like just torture. Like playing Risk or Monopoly or Killer Bunnies, and just like you can tell people, "Oh yeah, I played it." We went for 6 hours.
Endurance.
Still going.
It's endurance. We did it.
Endurance.
We survived the game.
Stand playing a really bad game, and it's like you never really die. You can't really get eliminated. You just get slowly tortured constantly.
Right.
And I'm afraid if I try to make that game, it'll turn out to be just a really hard game that's really fun and not like just a nasty game that I don't know. Killer Bunnies is just it's the next level of hell.
You know what? I think the next time going into a GameOut and knowing about the game ahead of time, if I'm not particularly jazzed about it, I think I'd like to have like an alt game with it. I wish that I would have, because I wanted something. This is the only game too that is like bunny themed that I have and that I know of. But we were watching a video online, a review of that. What was it? Bunny Moose? Is that what it is?
Oh yes. Yeah,
now
that
one would have been fantastic, because it's a game where you're kind of like forcing people to like make stupid faces and based on like the cards. Isn't that what it is? And you kind of tell a story throughout the game too. Isn't that what it is?
I don't know precisely, but yeah, it's like it's all about I don't know. I just know that as you play cards, you're either doing this if you're a bunny,
or like what is it? A moose?
If you're a moose, or you can sometimes be like a flop-eared bunny or double flop, or like a moose with weird antlers like this or this. But then you also have like weird hybrid things where it's like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy, and I forget exactly how it works. I'm trying to look it up now, but it looked more interesting.
I mean, even though it's silly, which I think is great.
Silly's
Um,
a good thing.
yeah, but I think that, you know, people probably enjoy it more.
Oh, that's right. That you can also stick your tongue out.
Yeah, I know that's why I did this, you know. Oh, and it's much more entertaining than having to wait, I got to bring these out cuz this is fantastic. I have to talk about it. The how do I how do you, well, see, there's an orange 12-sided die, a black one, a yellow one, a green one, a blue one, and a purple one. And for every card that comes up, you have a little square that tells you which die you have to roll. But there's really no significance to any of them because they're all 12-sided die.
No, and that's interesting.
So I have that's just craziness.
Yeah, initially when I first saw that, I saw there was all these different colored die,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I read you have to roll the colored die based on the color on the card, and I thought, interesting. Maybe, excuse me, there'll be a scenario where, you might not play a card because you don't have access to the orange die, or, you play a card because it rolls the black and the blue die, and, that takes it from someone else, or if you have them, you can do double the amount. But it really didn't make any difference. It was like one card you have to roll the orange die, and another card you have to roll the blue die. And it made no difference. Really? You could have switched the colors and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
There were ones where you had to roll the yellow die, the blue die, and the green die. It's like, well, why those colors and not, the black one and the purple one and a green die? It's like, nope, it had to be those. So what? What? Why? It just made no sense. It had no point to it.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe it was like trying to make fun of us a little bit because we're like trying to understand why we would be rolling the different colors. I don't know. Well, but they're nice. They're nice dice.
They are nice dice.
Yeah. So, yeah. But if I were to get rid of it, I'd have to leave the dice in. So
I am going to put I'm going to save Bunny Bunny Moose Moose to my list of wants to play.
Yes, I want to play that. So I want to play that. So it won't be the next game or anything like that because I don't have it. And I kind of feel like I want that to be like themed around something.
What?
The Bunny Bunny Moose Moose. Like I want it to be like for something like for example for Easter or for spring or something like that. Oh,
you want to plan to actually to talk about that for an event?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I don't know. What it would be good for. I guess maybe I don't have to. I can do it just because I feel like it.
Well, what's the next holiday?
Let's see. Oh, there's nothing in April except for April Fool's Day. Ha ha. So fine. Anyways, but that's tomorrow. So, I think it's Memorial Day.
Not sure what we could do for that.
No. Something patriotic?
Maybe.
I don't know what's patriotic. A patriotic game. I don't know.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, enough people will have played it by then that we probably could have a discussion on it.
And we wouldn't spoil anything. We'd put ultimate, giant, things like, spoiler alert, don't watch this if you haven't.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. I like that.
Spoilers. They're spoilers now.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I like that. I think we need to say a spoiler alert.
Yes. Spoiler. Now I'm gonna say that like that, and it's gonna stick. And I'm never gonna speak right again. Maybe.
How much wine do you has left?
A lot. I have a lot left. I'm sad. Then I had a lot of sugar, so it could be the sugar. Because, I don't know, like, I don't react to wine as much as I react to sugar, and I'm like, ah, candy. So, whatever. So, yeah, boo, I'm sad. I really wanted to like it. I really did. I really, really did.
I did too.
And it's a great idea. I have to say that. It's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Finding ways to kill your opponent's bunnies.
Yep. That's a great idea. I just don't care for the execution, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me sad. I wish I did like it more. But, who knows? Maybe there's something out there I don't know about that's similar to it that I might like better. So, yeah, I do want to play the Bunny Bunny Moose Moose game. I feel like, I mean, asking the question, would you recommend to your friends? I already kind of know the answer to that. No. I've already bought it, so that's it. I wouldn't.
Done.
I mean, I wouldn't buy the expansions just because I didn't enjoy them much. But if there's people out there who really like the game and they don't mind the gameplay and they just want to kill each other's friends' bunnies or troll their friends for whatever you want to do, go ahead. Get it.
Hey, if you want to play it, contact us.
Yeah.
Give it to you.
Yeah. We would. It's not new, but hasn't
practically
been
new. It's only been played probably 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, peoples. I don't like to dislike, but I do. So I'm gonna set that aside, and I kind of want to talk about what do you think we should do for the next game. I mean, because so I kind of have it's not a perfect cycle, but I've been kind of doing it where we have like a browser game, a Steam game, a tabletop game. I can't do it yet, but Linda, she wants to do some mobile app games, but she's not available to join the discussion yet, so I'm going to wait for her to do those. But that's coming down the pipeline. We will be doing some mobile app games.
She wouldn't be available at the end of this next month?
I don't think so. I think she wanted to wait. So maybe the following month we could do that. But they will be games that both for iOS and Android. I try to pick games that everybody can play, regardless of what you have, what system you have, just because I like doing that. I like to have as many people play as they can. I have an Android phone and I have a Mac computer, so I pretty much have it on both ends. So I usually try to pick something that goes for both. So the next game, I'm kind of thinking I want to do some kind of browser game, I think. I want to go back to that because I haven't done that in a while. We did a Steam game before recently. I think the browser game is the one we haven't done for a little while. Right? So what do you think would be good? Because I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
Well, I'm looking now to see if there's anything. I was curious if. Do
I look really dark? I think I do, don't I?
You're a little dark, but.
Here.
Let
me see if I lift this.
Hold on.
I maybe be lighter because I swear there's like. Yeah. I guess it's okay. Whatever. There. I don't think that's lighter, but that's alright.
I might have some Brackens.
Spoiler. I love it.
Let's reset this. No. I thought maybe the Brackenwood series had their game out by now, and maybe we could try it, but maybe not. Bitey Castle Home.
I mean, we can pretty much do anything. I just kind of wanted to get back into the variety of games.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look around and maybe see what's jumping. I haven't actually looked for a while. I mean, we still could do a cell phone game, you know?
We could just do it anyways. And if she wants to join, she can. Let's see. What's a good one? I don't want to do the one that she really wanted to do. I think it's a dragon one, maybe.
Clash of Dragons.
Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't want to do like anything that's like too well known. Like, I don't really want to do like Angry Birds. God, I wish I could do do Zombie Tsunami, but I don't. It's only iOS. And I mean, I could borrow something, but I kind of wanted it to be for more people.
I should not have come to Newgrounds.
Uh-oh.
You know what might be kind of an interesting game to play? Called Bomber Mine.
Bomber Mine.
Yeah, it's
Can you pull that one up?
Yes, it is basically. Let's see if I can. Hold on. Can I share my screen? How do I share my screen? Screen share. This right here.
Okay.
Aha! Can you see this?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so this is basically an online, like a massively multiplayer online Robo Bert.
Procrastination is magic.
Yes. This is basically an online Bomberman game, like massive multiplayer Bomberman game. Which
Whoa.
I can't, there we go. Wow.
And it's free?
And it's free. Oh, no, leave me alone. Oh, hey, I'm a Nyan Cat.
Oh my god, that looks like so much fun.
And you basically go around like you would in a Bomberman game, and you go as long as you can until you die, and there's like a ranking board and stuff like that, and it's free.
That sounds like fun. I saw a soccer ball. Is that a soccer ball?
That's a soccer ball. Skates. Yeah, so this is something we could do.
Yeah.
No! Okay, it got destroyed. Yay, I'm 226 out of 248.
That's good. Well, you didn't last very long.
No.
It must be hard.
Yeah, it is. Look at this guy. He's got 34 kills, 8 deaths.
Oh my god.
It's pretty good.
Cool. I say we do it.
Anyways, that's something interesting. That's something to consider. I think.
Okay, I'll consider it. I'm not going to say that then. So consider that game then.
I should probably close that.
What?
How do I stop sharing?
I don't know.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, yay! Anyways. Real quick. I want to talk, before we're done because we have 10 minutes. I want to talk about Tabletop Day and how cool it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, yesterday, many people should know, that it was International Tabletop Day. And Robert and I went to Clockwork Couture for our first well, really, that's all we played, where we played games. We didn't actually play anything tabletop-wise when we came home. But we went there, and it was really fun. We played Deadwood. Was the game right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Deadwood. It's a game about you're basically a cowboy, kind of an outlaw, and you have it's a board game, obviously. Well, yeah, tabletop. Okay. Anyways, you're a cowboy and outlaw, and you're there's a bunch of like different like buildings in this town, and you're trying to basically get as much money as you can before the railroad comes in and the station is down, and then that's it. Oh, awesome. Robert, talk so it goes on you.
Oh, ta-da!
Is that the picture that you took? No.
No, this is just a picture from BoardGameGeek.com.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
it's pretty neat because it's a worker placement type game that has various buildings that show up as you play, and a railroad is built, which eventually indicates the end of the game. But it was actually a lot of fun. I really liked it. I'd like to play it again or even consider owning it, just because it was good, clean fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were pretty like decent to each other. There weren't too many shootouts.
Yeah, we were being pretty nice, but I think that's because we were all a little bit new.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying not to. I liked the way they did their money.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't paper money; that it was the little things. I like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I always like things that pop out of the cardboard because I like popping them out of the cardboard when you first buy the game. So, so that part of it, but also I don't really like paper money that much, so I really do like the little pieces. Yeah, it was fun. I liked it. And I liked at the end, Robert was in a shootout because if you tie, you have to be in a shootout with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost. He lost big time.
Yeah.
2 6s, which is like an instant death.
I was beaten by a little girl, literally.
Yeah, it's true. It was awesome.
But that's okay, because I was worried that she wasn't quite sure how to play the game,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not entirely sure if she totally understood what she was doing, but she totally worked it out and won the game, so good for her.
I think that at the beginning, all of us were kind of like, I don't really know, because I feel like you have to kind of start playing, but I feel like she was just kind of, putting things in places and trying to get money, and it's very possible that she was just fooling us. And she was actually really good at it, and we're just not.
Yeah, maybe she's playing us for fools. She had that blank stare on her face like, huh? What? What's going on? And then just in the background, she's just dominating us.
Mm-hmm. That's my theory.
I
think so.
Probably a good theory.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's awesome. I'm so mean. I'm glad that Robert didn't win.
I'm sure I probably could have won.
Yeah.
If Sonia didn't have it out for me.
It's true. I didn't for a while, and then it just itched its way up, and I had to. So I don't know. It's just that one time. I think it was in Cosmic Encounter where you totally lied to me, and ever since then, I can't.
That's not fair.
I know.
Which is why I am designing a game that you and I can be allies in.
Okay. I like co-op. Co-op is fun.
And I can stab you in the back if I have to.
Have we done a co-op game yet?
No.
Maybe we should do something co-op. I mean, it's not. It doesn't necessarily. It'll probably end up being a board game, but we haven't done a co-op game yet, which is variety. That would be interesting.
There was a game I saw at GDC called. Let's see, Too Large and Time. Let's see if that's it.
Oh, we also played Villagers and Villains too. That's always fun. That was the other game we played. So, oh, and then I bought Cthulhu Gloom, which I plan on definitely doing. a Game
I
Out
I
card at
played
some
it
point.
today.
You did?
I did.
Oh, you did it with your with your parents
With my
or Steven
brother.
and without me. Oh,
Well, you said I could borrow it.
yeah,
This
I
is
know, it's fine.
this
I
is a game I actually saw at GDC
Can you
larger
play two
player. Oh,
player
there.
for Gloom?
Huh?
Can you play two player for Cthulhu Gloom?
Yeah,
Okay, then we should play it then.
we should. But look at this game. It's about
Hmm.
two little. Okay, wait. I'm backing it up.
Oh my God, that
Two
looks so
little
crazy, like pink.
little space dudes, and also no bad things. Better wake up. Better. They love each other, and they run around the spaceship and they shoot things, and they you cannot use any. You can only use one station at a time, so you have to like run around the station using different things. It was inspired by scenes like the one from
Oh my God, it's
remember in,
fantastic.
remember remember in Star Wars when
Lovers in a dangerous space time.
yes, do you remember in Star Wars they uh when Han Solo and Luke Skywalker are running around the Millennium Falcon to different um
Hmm.
like guns and stuff like that, and they're like
Yeah,
shooting at each other. It's
yeah.
kind of inspired on that. Like you can sit in the driver's seat and move it around, but then you may have to run over and get into a gun and start shooting it. See how you can only like shoot the guns that you're at the
Wait,
control
so is
panel?
that a co-op game?
It's a co-op game. See,
That
it's
is so cool.
each person plays as one of these little guys.
And what is that? As a browser?
No, this is
Steam?
I'm pretty sure this is gonna be PC.
PC?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably a Steam game or something.
Oh, Steam. Okay, yeah, that's good then. Maybe
Uh,
that one, because that one looks totally crazy and exciting, and it's called. Is it called Lovers in Dangerous Spacetime?
yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. However, it's not out yet,
Yeah,
so
poo. Well, then I have to wait.
I know. But you know what? We'll find something.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, maybe co-op. That's a definite option.
At some
We
point, yeah, we
could
should do a
we
co-op.
could start doing the mobile ones, or some other browser game. That's kind of like because we did
Rush.
Kingdom Rush was the last one we did. That was good. So we'll see. Frog Fractions. Let's do
That's
Frog
what I
Fractions.
heard about. Yeah, we gotta look that up.
Yeah, it's addicting apparently.
Mm, but yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next, and I guess
Okay.
we'll tell everyone.
Anyways, so I'll wrap this up then. So Killer Bunnies, great concept, not so great delivery. Sad to say. That's just our opinion, though. If you really, really like it, play it. Have fun. If you have fun playing it, that's awesome.
It makes
You
you
know,
happy.
yes. If it makes you happy, cool. It didn't make us happy, but if it makes you happy, awesome. Not too thrilled to, have to do a game that I'm not too crazy about, but I've always wanted to talk about it. It's been like tearing away at my soul, so I feel like I just, wanted to do it, and I wanted other people to play it. Fortunately, we could get Tony on here, but that's okay because we got feedback from other people in person and they didn't really care for it either. So, anyways, next week, next month. Let's see, what is the last day? So we have until the April 28th to. That should be the next game out. So I will announce as soon as possible, absolutely by next Sunday, what the game will be. And we'll start playing it. It should be cool. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I will announce it. And happy Easter, everybody. And I hope everyone had lots of fun yesterday if they participated in International Tabletop Day. We certainly did. and we will continue to make that a yearly tradition for sure. And that's it. So see you next time. If you want to buy Killer Bunnies for whatever reason, it's available at your local game store, online, anywhere. There's the 2.0 version of Killer Bunnies that you could purchase. If you are interested in our games, you can go to UnchartedInteractive.com. We have a couple free browser games, Kernips and Iron Synapse, and then we also released our card game called The Creature that is available for purchase on the Game Crafter. So if you go to our website, to the Creature page, you can click on the Buy button and it'll take you to the Game Crafter website, or you can search for us, The Creature, on the Game Crafter website there too. So if you're interested in that, it's pretty cool. It's a game, basically, it's great for offices and schools. It's over several days' time, so if you're looking for like a game that's an icebreaker or a social game, then I would recommend it. But go to the site to read about it, because I'm not going to tell you everything about it, but it's there, and I will also be putting up a video showing the cards and things very soon. So look for that. We are on Facebook, G+, obviously, and Twitter. So see you next time. Goodbye. So long.